Peace and blessings be upon you all. In our previous episode, we opened the Bezels of Wisdom, that short, concentrated book whose chapters move like rivers toward a single sea. And we saw that its final, crowning chapter is devoted entirely to the reality of the beloved prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Today, we stay with that closing chapter, and we go deeper. Because within it lies one of the most beautiful interpretations the author ever offered, built upon a single famous saying of the prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. The saying is well known and beloved across the centuries. In it, the prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, mentions that 3 things of this world were made beloved to him. In translation, he says, "They were made beloved to me from your world, 3, and he names them. The first 2 things he names belong to the gentleness and beauty of life. And the third, he says, is that the coolness of his eyes, his deepest delight, was placed in prayer. In the standing before the Most High, in turning to him, there his heart found its rest." Now, a surface reading might simply note these as 3 things. The prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, loved. But the author of the Bezels reads more deeply. He pauses on a single small word in the saying, the word 3, and from it he draws an ocean of meaning. He notices something. The prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said 3. But the third thing he named, prayer, the turning of the heart to the Most High, is not really a thing of this world at all. It belongs to the next world, to the realm of nearness with the Creator. So why was it counted among the things of this world? And here the author offers his insight. He says, this shows that for the prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, the things of this world and the turning toward the Most High were never separate. His love of the gentle beauties of life and his love of nearness to the Creator flowed from one single source. There was no division in him between the worldly and the sacred. They were one undivided love. This is a profound thing to say about a human being. Most of us live divided, one part of us drawn to the world, another part reaching upward, the two often pulling against each other. But the author presents the prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, as a being in whom there was no such division. Every love returned to the one source. Every stream flowed from the same spring. And this, the author says, is the secret of the comprehensive reality we spoke of in the previous episode. To be comprehensive is not only to gather all knowledge, it is to be undivided, to be a being in whom the high and the low, the heavens and the earth, the seen and the unseen, are all held together in a single, unbroken whole. Then the author arrives at the point that crowns the entire book. He asks, in effect, what is the name of this comprehensive station? What do we call the one who holds all of this together, in whom every love returns to the Most High? And his answer is the single word we spoke of last time. The answer is servant. This is the summit of the Bezels of wisdom. After all the height, after presenting this reality as the most comprehensive of all, the author tells us that its truest name, its highest description, is servanthood. The most complete being is the most complete servant. The one nearest to the source is the one who most perfectly knows and shows that he is not the source. And so, once again, the boundary is made unmistakable, this time by the author's own pen, at the very peak of his most important work. However exalted this reality, it is the reality of a servant before the Most High. The moon may rule the night with its brightness, but every ray it gives is borrowed light. It never claims to be the sun, it only reflects it perfectly. Step back and see the whole thread of our series in this one chapter. The earliest figures called this reality the first light and the source of all lights. The mainstream scholars affirmed its rank. And here the most systematic thinker of all gathers every stream into a single sea. And at the mouth of that sea, where everything arrives, he writes one word, servant. This is why this closing chapter has been read, copied, and loved for 800 years. Not because it raises a created being beyond its place, but because at the very height of praise, it returns everything, with perfect humility, to the Creator alone. Greatness and servitude in this vision are not opposites. They are the same truth, seen from 2 sides. So what is the summary of today's episode? In the closing chapter of the Bezels of Wisdom, The author takes the famous saying about 3 beloved things and draws from it a deep meaning, that in the beloved prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, the love of life and the love of nearness to the Most High were one undivided whole. This is the secret of the comprehensive reality, and its highest name, the author concludes, is that of perfect servant. With this, we complete our journey through the first of Ibn Arabi's 2 great works. In our next episode, we enter his second and most vast book, the Meccan Openings, and explore its many chapters on the first creation, the praise station, and the spiritual inheritance at the heart of this tradition. So please subscribe and stay with us through this series. May the Most High grant us true recognition and understanding. Allah Hafiz.